There's something very personal that you know about me, and there's something that I know about every single one of you that's watching right now. Something that drives almost everything that we do, every choice that we make, and every nonsense that we put up with. And that thing is simple. We all want to be happy. Seriously, 99% of the time, happiness is the ultimate goal of every human being. Everything we chase, money, beauty, fame, and relationships is really just a path we hope will get us there. But here's the thing, most of the stuff that we think will make us happy barely moves the needle. So today, we're going to break down the science of happiness. We'll explore why your promotions, your looks, or even your education might not give you the boost that you would expect. And more importantly, we'll uncover the surprisingly simple strategies that can actually make your life feel happier and significantly more meaningful. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into what actually makes people happy and what doesn't. We'll unpack the science behind happiness, the infamous hedonic treadmill, and why some of the things that you think will make you happy actually won't. Many of us believe that having money or even achieving that dream body will make us happier. But the science says otherwise. People are often exposed to many messages that encourage them to believe that a change of weight, car, or clothes will produce an improvement in their happiness. However, numerous studies show that nothing that you focus on will make as much difference as you think. On the flip side, some simple, often overlooked activities can have a huge impact even with almost no effort. Let me tell you about one of the most powerful psychological forces in human life: adaptation. Imagine you're a college athlete on track to go pro, then an accident leaves you paralyzed from the waist down. This is terrible. Everything that you've been working towards seems gone. But humans are adaptable. Over time, your expectations adjust. You might start dreaming about smaller, achievable goals, getting married, buying a house, or learning a new skill. Many paraplegics report feeling almost just as good as they did before, sometimes within months. This is what psychologists call the power of adaptation, a survival mechanism that allows us to move forward even after major life events. The downside of this adaptation is what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. As we adapt, we keep chasing more. That promotion you work so hard for, great, for a few weeks, then you see your neighbor's new car and suddenly it's not enough. This endless cycle of wanting more, known as the hedonic treadmill, explains why fame, beauty, power, and wealth increase happiness far less than we would have expected. Without this adaptiveness though, we wouldn't innovate. Imagine just being satisfied, just hunting animals in caves. Hedonic adaptation pushes us to grow, but it also traps us chasing happiness without ever feeling it. Let's take a closer look at the things that people chase for happiness, and while for most of us they barely move the needle, these are the classic traps that keep us on the hedonic treadmill. First is beauty. Being attractive is often seen as a fast track to happiness. And yes, the research shows that the very good looking are about 7% happier than the less attractive. But think about that for a second. All those hours in the gym, dieting, skincare routines, or just makeup increase happiness by just 7%. And here's the thing, the more attractive you become, the more attractive the people around you are, which just raises your expectations. You'll compare yourself to your friends, your partner, or the people that you spend time with, not the random stranger down the street. Yes, becoming more attractive allows you to attract more beautiful partners, but that ability poorly correlates with happiness. First, your expectations increase. Second, after a few weeks or months, you'll begin to take the beauty of your partner more and more for granted. Third, the traits most correlated with relationship success and marital satisfaction are actually unrelated to physical appearance. They are personality traits like self-compassion, gratitude, and optimism. So if becoming more attractive is one of your goals, it's because you want more social approval, you want more self-esteem, more attention, and more smiles directed your way. That is completely normal. But there is an easier way. Instead of just obsessing over appearance, invest your energy in becoming more interesting, fun, and just compassionate. Stop being annoying. That's what makes people naturally gravitate towards you. Second is money. Everyone wants it, but the research is very clear. After basic needs are met, more money adds surprisingly very little to life satisfaction. A 2010 study found that those with an income greater than 70% of other Americans are approximately 20% happier than those in the bottom 10%. That's a very small difference for years of stress, long hours, and just endless work. Now, how could the difference be so small? This shows that the poor are much more resilient and the rich are much more ambitious and overworked. As a person's wealth rises, their ability to savor the mundane aspects of life decreases. They come to require more and more. Meanwhile, simple habits like a 5-minute gratitude journal 3 times a week can deliver a similar boost to your happiness at a fraction of the cost. Think about it. Your high-paying job might give you more cash, but it also takes away time and mental energy. The ROI of gratitude is massive in comparison. Next is sunshine. Sunshine feels good, right? But constant sun doesn't make people happier in the long term. It's actually the contrast. Cold, then hot, rainy, then sunny, that actually boosts mood. A study comparing people in California, Michigan, and Ohio found almost no difference in overall happiness, despite California's bright sun. The exception, though, is in extreme conditions. Living somewhere dark and freezing for months can lower your well-being. Places like in Alaska or Greenland, where seasonal affective disorder is pretty common. But for most of us, the weather just isn't that important. Next is education. Higher education can open doors, increase opportunity, and make you feel accomplished. But does it make you happier? The evidence says barely. Studies show that educational attainment amounts to less than 2% of the variance in life satisfaction. Love learning? Great. But the happiest people spend more time cultivating relationships, communities, and purpose, not just degrees. Knowledge is power, yes, but power isn't the same as happiness. Finally, let's talk about choice. We live in a world of endless options: careers, cities, hobbies, partners, genes, you name it. Too many choices overwhelm us. Decisions become stressful, and the fear of making the wrong one starts to creep in. More options can actually reduce satisfaction. Simplicity feels good. Uncertainty feels bad. Sometimes the less that you have to decide, the happier you are. So now that we know what doesn't make us happy, what actually does? The good news is that small intentional changes can produce very big results. First, focus on experiences, not things. Trips, adventures, shared experiences with friends or loved ones. These create lasting memories. Unlike material items, they can't be adapted to or taken for granted. Your brain remembers experiences far more vividly than objects. Practice gratitude. Spending 5 to 10 minutes each week writing down what you're thankful for can have the same effect on happiness as a huge life upgrade, without any extra stress. Gratitude is one of the simplest, highest ROIs happiness hacks around. Think about it. Is it the grateful people that are happy or the happy people that are grateful? Simplify your choices. Too many options zap energy and create regret. Reduce decisions where possible. So pre-plan your meals, adapt a capsule wardrobe, or limit streaming choices. The fewer decisions, the more mental bandwidth for things that actually matter. Invest in relationships. Strong social connections are consistently one of the biggest predictors of happiness. Time spent building friendships, helping others, or just nurturing family bonds pays off far more than any material purchase. Then the last one, set goals that actually matter. Finally, focus on meaningful goals: personal growth, community impact, skills, and health. Chasing money or status for its own sake rarely increases happiness. When your goals align with your values, happiness naturally follows. Look, we spend so much of our lives sprinting after things that lose their magic the moment we get them. The new car, the bigger house, the next milestone. And the crazy part, we already know this. We've lived it before. We felt that excitement fade and the bar move higher again. The hedonic treadmill doesn't stop until you step off of it. And stepping off doesn't mean giving up your goals. It means changing why you chase them. When you focus on what you can't adapt to, gratitude, purpose, connection, and growth, happiness stops being something that you chase and starts becoming something that you generate. The real win isn't to have everything. It's to reach a point where you realize you don't need everything to begin with, because happiness was never hiding in the future. It's been right here, waiting for you to notice. So chasing more doesn't make us happier. Building the right things in the right way does. When you focus on what actually matters, financial freedom, career growth, meaningful work, and personal development, success stops being something that you chase and starts becoming something that you create. So hey, if this video helped you rethink what really matters, hit that like button. It helps me reach more people who want to build smarter, more fulfilling lives. And if you want more actionable strategies to grow your money, level up your career, and just improve your life without falling for the traps that steal your happiness, hit subscribe and turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching.